Sleep is one of the most familiar experiences in our lives, yet one of the least understood. Tonight, as you settle into a calm and peaceful space, let me guide you through the gentle, quiet mysteries of why we close our eyes each night, surrendering our awareness to the soft pull of rest. Let this story flow like a slow tide, carrying you through the science, the history, and the wonder of sleep, in a soothing rhythm designed to ease your mind and comfort your thoughts. Because to understand sleep is to understand one of the deepest parts of being human. Imagine yourself thousands of years ago, long before cities, lights, and noise. Our ancestors lived under the open sky, guided only by the sun and moon, and sleep was not a luxury, but a rhythm of survival. As darkness fell, danger rose. Predators hunted, cold winds crept in, and the night became a place of uncertainty. And yet, nature required us to rest. Our bodies demanded stillness. Our minds needed escape. Why would evolution allow us to become unconscious for hours, vulnerable to everything around us? The answer lies deep within our biology, written into our very cells. Sleep is not optional. It is a fundamental process, older than civilization itself, older even than humanity. Every creature with a nervous system sleeps, from the tiniest insects to the largest mammals. When your eyes close, the brain does not simply turn off. Instead, it begins an intricate dance. Your heartbeat slows, your breathing deepens, and waves of electrical activity shift like a calm ocean. The brain cycles between stages: light sleep, deep sleep, and the mysterious realm of REM, where dreams bloom. As you drift deeper, your mind performs the quiet housekeeping that keeps you alive. Neurons reset their sensitivity. Toxins that accumulate during wakefulness are washed away through the lymphatic system, a cleansing flow that increases during sleep. Memories are sorted, strengthened, or gently erased. Emotional stress is softened as the brain replays experiences in a safe, muted environment. And somewhere between reality and imagination, dreams weave themselves into patterns that help us understand our world and ourselves. Let your breath soften for a moment as we imagine the early scientists who first attempted to understand sleep. For centuries, they believed the brain simply shut down. It wasn't until the late 19th and early 20th centuries that researchers like Hans Berger, who invented the EEG, discovered the waves that swirl through the sleeping mind. They found that sleep is not a passive state, but an active one, a place of renewal, a nightly restoration. Your heart, your muscles, your immune system, your hormones all shift into healing mode the moment sleep embraces you. Without it, the body slowly unravels. You may have felt this after a restless night: irritability, cloudy thinking, slow reaction times. But deep inside, something more dramatic happens. Hormones fall out of balance. The immune system weakens. The brain struggles to connect its thoughts. You are, in a very real sense, less yourself. Sleep is the glue that holds your entire being together. Now, imagine the world before artificial light. When the sun set, we slept into phases: first sleep and second sleep, broken by a quiet hour of waking. People prayed, wrote in journals, whispered to each other in the dark. This natural rhythm lasted for thousands of years until electricity brightened the night and compressed our rest into a single block. Even now, your body remembers the ancient rhythm. Within you is a clock, your circadian rhythm, guided by a tiny cluster of cells in the brain called the suprachiasmatic nucleus. It reads light, temperature, and daily routines to determine when you feel awake and when you feel sleepy. And this internal clock influences your hunger, your mood, your energy, and even your body temperature. Sleep, then, is not simply about closing your eyes. It is a conversation between your body and the world around you. Think of the moment you begin to drift off. Your mind loosens its grip on awareness. Thoughts dissolve into soft, formless shapes. A gentle heaviness spreads through your limbs, not unpleasant, but comforting, like warm sand slipping between your fingers. You are entering stage 1 sleep, where consciousness fades. But the real restoration begins in deep sleep. Here, your brain waves slow, your muscles fully relax, and your body repairs itself. Growth hormones are released. Tissues mend. Your energy is restored. It is during deep sleep that the body performs some of its most important maintenance. When this stage is interrupted by stress, noise, or irregular routines, you may wake feeling unrested, even if you slept for many hours. Then comes REM sleep, the stage where your mind becomes active again, almost as active as when you're awake. But your body remains still, unable to act out the vivid dreams that dance in your mind. Dreams, despite centuries of study, remain one of the most mysterious aspects of sleep. Some scientists believe they help us process emotions. Others think they strengthen memories or allow the brain to simulate future experiences in a safe environment. Perhaps they do all of these things. Or perhaps dreams are an echo of something far older, a language the brain speaks only when the conscious world becomes quiet. In many ways, dreams are a nightly reminder that we carry entire worlds inside us. As you listen, let your breath match the slow rhythm of this story. Inhale gently. Exhale softly. Imagine the brain as a glowing forest at night. During the day, it is loud and crowded, filled with signals firing rapidly. But at night, pathways quiet. New connections bloom. Old ones fade. The forest reorganizes itself. It prepares for a new day. One of the most remarkable discoveries in sleep science is how sleep protects your memory. When you learn something new, whether a word, a skill, or a moment with someone you care about, your brain stores the memory in a fragile, temporary state. But when you sleep, especially during deep and REM sleep, the brain strengthens those memories, moving them from short-term storage into long-term networks. Without sleep, memories fade quickly. With sleep, they become part of who you are. This is why students who sleep after studying remember more. Why emotional wounds feel less sharp after a full night's rest. Why creativity often appears after dreaming. Sleep is not the end of consciousness. It is an extension of it, a quieter, softer form of awareness. Even animals dream. Dogs twitch their paws, cats flick their whiskers, and tiny birds rehearse their songs in their sleep. This shared need for rest connects all living beings. Sleep is nature's universal language. But what happens when we don't get enough? The body enters stress mode. Cortisol rises. The brain becomes more reactive, less logical. Emotions swell easily. You may feel disconnected, fragile, or overwhelmed. This is not weakness. It is biology. Your mind is asking you to rest. And when you finally allow yourself to drift off, the healing begins almost immediately. Your body knows exactly what to do. It remembers. It always remembers. Now imagine being in a quiet room, lights dim, the air cool and comfortable. A gentle silence surrounds you. This is the perfect environment for your brain to slip effortlessly into sleep. For most of human history, darkness signaled safety. Not the safety of protection, but the safety of surrender. A chance to step away from the world for a few hours. A chance to recover. Think of sleep not as an interruption to life, but as part of life, a cycle, a rhythm, a return. As you listen to these words, your body may already be responding, slowing down, calming, settling. This is natural. Your mind craves rest. Sleep is a gift you give to yourself. A quiet place where your thoughts can soften, your worries can loosen, and your body can rebuild. Tonight, as you fall asleep, remember the ancient truth carried through generations. Sleep is where healing happens. It is where you release the weight of the day and prepare to meet tomorrow with strength. And should you dream, let those dreams wash gently over you. Let them carry you through oceans of imagination, through landscapes shaped by memory and hope. Let them remind you that even when the world is silent, your mind is alive, growing, learning, healing. You are part of a rhythm older than stars, older than time. And tonight, that rhythm welcomes you home.